All he's done in these movies so far is fuck women.
He fucked women. He's
drink
partied.
martinis.
Yes, he's not done shit. I don't think James Bond has ever been to a goddamn grocery store. It's not
very easily distracted drunk pussy hound.
Sean Connery has been drinking and smoking and partying for so fucking long. James Bond is not a good man.
Are we picking up? Yes, we're picking up.
Are
We're
you
picking up.
What we'll put in down?
We are picking up. All right. So, Harley.
Tyler. What's going on, man?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, man, it's going well, man.
Yeah, it's going really
I'm
well.
glad you asked. Actually,
Yeah.
thank you. That was
That's
very kind of
good.
you.
Yeah, well, you know.
Check in on me.
I'm a good guy. Now that you've been here for 3 hours, I figured, I
Might as well figure out how I'm doing.
might ask about that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask
For
that
3
when I
hours,
walked in.
yeah.
You didn't ask that when I walked in, and I was a little bit upset, honestly.
Were you?
Yeah, but then I was like thinking, maybe.
I was making a BLT at the time. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, maybe you wanted to wait until we got on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm doing alright, man. I'm a bit of a curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon.
He's, I don't know. It just seems like a long word. Pretty sure it means like kind of cranky.
Yeah.
Just feeling like a real crankster right now. You know what I mean?
Prankster.
Real crankster.
Prankster?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The world kind of turned into turmoil.
Oh, wow.
My stock in vodka is going way down. I'm just kind of losing money.
You just invest in vodka as an enterprise.
It's more of a hobby. It's more personal use.
Yeah.
So yeah, stock's going down. Just kind of, getting the short end of the proverbial stick.
Proverbial stick.
Yeah.
No, I feel.
But how are you?
Oh, good.
That's all. You're gonna fucking hit me
Good.
with good after I said all that.
No,
shit?
I gotta think. You say I say like good. If I say good multiple times, it means I'm like, what can I say?
Right.
Because I'm like good.
You gotta kind of match my.
Yeah, I gotta think of
tone.
something.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like,
Just off the top, what do you got?
Man,
what'd you do today,
I watched basketball. Played drums, and yeah.
Sounds
and
like.
And then you and me watched James Bond, and now we're recording the pod. It's a pretty boring day.
Sounds like 40-year-old virgin.
I don't have any vodka stock.
You don't have any vodka here? I'm gonna throw it up to the car here in a second. Then.
I got vodka within chocolate. Shout out to Tim. But yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man. But no thanks.
Yeah,
that kind of.
Yeah, thanks for that.
kinda
Yeah,
killed
you
my
weren't
mood.
a fan. You weren't a fan.
Yeah,
of it.
I don't know, man. Liquor and chocolate
Didn't like it.
just wasn't a good chaser. I think that's kind of the point. If I had a glass of milk, probably would have gotten up pretty smooth.
Oh yeah, need some chocolate liquor and milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe more milk,
Yeah.
Maybe a heavy cream, something,
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. Yeah.
Let's get into some Bond.
Oh man.
After destroying a drug laboratory in Latin America, MI6 agent James Bond vacations in Miami Beach. His superior, M, via CIA agent Felix Leiter, directs Bond to observe bullion dealer Auric Goldfinger at the hotel there. Bond discovers Goldfinger cheating at a high-stakes gin rummy game, aided remotely by his employee, Jill Masterson, who prompts him using binoculars and a one-way radio. Bond interrupts Jill and then blackmails Goldfinger into losing. After a night with Jill, Bond is knocked out by Goldfinger's Korean manservant, Oddjob. Bond comes around to find Jill dead, covered in gold paint, having died from skin suffocation. In London, the governor of the Bank of England and M tell Bond that varying gold pieces are allowing someone to profit by selling bullion internationally. Bond's objective is determining how Goldfinger smuggles gold across countries' borders. Q supplies Bond with a modified Aston Martin DB5 and 2 tracking devices. Bond meets Goldfinger at his country club in Kent and plays a round of golf with him, wagering a bar of Nazi gold provided by MI6 against 5,000 pounds of Goldfinger's money. Goldfinger attempts to cheat, but Bond tricks him into losing the last hole and the match. Goldfinger warns Bond against interfering in his affairs, and Oddjob demonstrates his own formidable strength and the lethality of the steel-rimmed hat he wears. Bond trails Goldfinger to Switzerland. There, Bond meets Jill's sister, Tilly, who attempts and fails to assassinate Goldfinger. Bond sneaks into Goldfinger's refinery and overhears him telling a Chinese nuclear physicist, Ling, that he incorporates gold into the bodywork of his Rolls-Royce Phantom 3 in order to smuggle it out of England. Bond also overhears Goldfinger mention Operation Grand Slam. Leaving, Bond encounters Tilly, who again tries to kill Goldfinger. An alarm is tripped and Oddjob kills Tilly with his lethal hat. Bond is captured and strapped to a table with an overhead industrial laser, the beam slicing through the surface toward him. Bond lies to Goldfinger, saying that MI6 knows about Operation Grand Slam. Goldfinger spares Bond's life so the MI6 agents surveilling the compound can see him and think 007 is safe. Pilot Pussy Galore flies the captive Bond to Goldfinger's stud farm near Louisville, Kentucky in a private jet. Once there, Bond escapes his cell and witnesses Goldfinger's meeting with American mafioso, who are supplying materials needed for Operation Grand Slam. Goldfinger plans to breach the U.S. bullion depository at Fort Knox by releasing Delta-9 nerve gas into the atmosphere, killing the personnel. The mobsters ridicule Goldfinger's scheme, particularly Mr. Solo, who demands to be paid immediately before the others are gassed to death by Goldfinger. Bond is captured by Pussy Galore, who attempts to alert the CIA by planting a home device in Solo's pocket as he leaves. Unfortunately, Solo is killed by Oddjob, and his body destroyed by a car crusher along with the homing device. Bond tells Goldfinger it would be impossible to move that much gold before American military forces intervened. Goldfinger hints he is not intending to steal it, and Bond deduces that Goldfinger plans to detonate a dirty bomb inside the vault to irradiate the gold, contaminating it with radiation for over half a century. Goldfinger's own gold will then increase in value, and the Chinese gain an advantage from the resulting economic chaos. Goldfinger warns that any attempt to locate the bomb or interfere will result in the bomb being detonated at another vital U.S. location. Operation Grand Slam launches with Pussy Galore's flying circus spraying gas over Fort Knox, seemingly killing the military guards and the government personnel, including Felix Leiter. Goldfinger's private army breaks into Fort Knox and accesses the vault as Goldfinger arrives in a helicopter with the bomb. In the vault, Goldfinger's henchman Kish handcuffs Bond to the bomb. Unbeknownst to Goldfinger, Bond seduced Pussy and convinced her to alert the American authorities, after which the gas was replaced with a harmless substance. As the troops attack Goldfinger's men, he locks the vault. He removes his coat to reveal a U.S. Army colonel's uniform and escapes. Bond, Oddjob, and Kish are trapped inside the vault. Kish attempts to disarm the bomb, but Oddjob, loyal to Goldfinger, throws him to his death. Bond frees himself, but the physically stronger Oddjob batters him before he can stop the bomb. Bond electrocutes Oddjob to death, then forces open the cabinet containing the bomb, but he is unable to disarm the complex mechanism. After killing Goldfinger's men, U.S. troops open the vault. An atomic specialist rushes in, and with 7 seconds left on the countdown clock, simply turns off the device. Later, Bond is being flown to the White House for lunch with the president. En route with Pussy, Goldfinger hijacks the plane. In a struggle for Goldfinger's revolver, the gun discharges through a window and creates an explosive decompression. Goldfinger is blown out through the ruptured window. With the plane out of control, Bond and Pussy parachute safely from the aircraft before it crashes. Sometime after, Leiter's search helicopter passes over the pair, who have landed in the woods. Bond declares, "This is no time to be rescued," and draws the parachute over himself and Galore. What'd you think of Goldfinger, man?
Man, what did I think of... what did I think of Goldfinger, man?
Third movie. Third Bond movie.
Wow. We're already 3 in. No,
Yeah.
Don't hit the table, Tyler.
Yeah.
We're already 3 in. The first 2, I think they're trying to figure it out. You know?
Yes.
They're definitely still trying to figure it out. You know, how to make James Bond, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the first movie. The second movie, like, he was settling into that role. But now, man, I think Sean Connery in Goldfinger is an absolute fucking charmer, a confidant. He doesn't have a problem calling a girl named Pussy. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't hesitate once. Pussy.
Yeah, I like that they just got to the point where they're like, well,
Yeah.
He thinks of him that way anyway. So why are we gonna think of a name for this girl?
They had normal names at first.
Just let's go ahead and call her Pussy.
What was her name? Tanya. Tanya.
Tanya.
Tanya. I forgot the first chick.
I mean, the first girl was Honey Rider, which is like...
Okay, that's definitely...
It's give or take.
That
I mean,
one, yeah, that one's a little... That one's
her name's
provocative.
Honey, so it's kind of like... I don't know.
Yeah, that's provocative.
Yeah.
But this one's real provocative. Pussy galore. I mean, that's the kind of girl you cannot bring home to mom.
No.
She goes, oh,
what's her name? Pussy. What did you say to me?
I mean, my mom would be down. She would. My mom was very non-judgmental.
But in the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we were in a time machine, for
typical
sure.
60s mother, probably not down with that
man.
name. Yeah.
She's a pilot, though.
She is a pilot.
I mean, she's pretty talented, mom. Her name might be Pussy, but she's very talented. It just
She's a talented young lady. Fixes me a nice meal every time I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, yes. She knows how to pleasure me the right ways, mother.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely... I don't know, fuck, man. If I gotta be honest, like, there were just a couple scenes where I was fucking bored. I'm just like, can we move on?
Oh, sure.
It was
I've felt that way a lot in these first three, for sure.
I kind of feel bad because when I was, like, watching this one, I was thinking back to my previous scores that I gave the first two, and I almost want to change them.
And worse or better?
Worse. Because I need to give this movie...
A better one?
I need to give this movie where I think the other movies were. Okay, my bad. So I'm going to reverse that. Excuse me, sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to give the other ones a higher score and this one a lower score.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean... I also feel like a dope sometimes because when we did the, scoring system and everything, I think I gave those James Bond movies a very, very high score. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know if like this was pre-World War III or something. Or,
it very much
it was definitely post 9/11.
Yeah, I mean, we're recording this on February 27th of 2022.
Yeah.
So
post-COVID, pre-World War III, post 9/11. Yes.
Very post 9/11.
But very recent. Yeah. So I don't know. When we get to the scoring thing later, this is kind of a tangent, I guess. But when we get to the scoring later, I'm gonna have to maybe do a quick revisit to the first two movies.
All right.
How's that sound? Sound good?
I like it.
Okay. Did the
Can you get some budget on this one?
I'm gonna go with. All right. So.
Or well, I guess in comparison to Dr. No and From Russia with Love.
Yeah. Well, all right. So here, my budget guess. I got a budget guess of 7.5.
I'll remind you that Dr. No was 1.1 million was the budget, and ended up making 59.5 in the box office. And
I mean, you didn't have both these pulled up before you started spitting facts.
From Russia with Love.
There we go.
Budgeted $2 million, and box office $79 million.
I'm gonna go
both did so good.
I'm gonna go with 5.9.
$3 million.
What?
Yeah. You know how much they made?
I don't give a fuck. 69 million.
125.
Jesus, dude, why did they not put more money into these movies?
Because they're printing money.
They are printing this shit.
They don't give a fuck.
That doesn't seem accurate. That's like China. That's like China COVID numbers. I don't trust that.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Couple cool things about this one. Just in the grand scheme of the Bond tradition, right? Because we're 3 into
Let's give it
27 or 28 traditions.
What are our? Do we have Bond tropes written down? Where's that note at? I know you had that written down somewhere. Are you talking about like cool music? Are you just talking about like cool music?
Well, so a couple firsts of them. Where first time he's driving an Aston Martin. Didn't drive an Aston Martin in the first two.
I didn't fucking notice that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Because like I mean nowadays like.
That's his iconic.
That's the classic Bond.
It's like his Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first time with the Aston Martin. First time that there is a song devoted to this movie.
Yeah, I'm going to try and match that. It was cool. We could read the lyrics. Goldfinger.
Oh, you want to read just?
No, we don't have to read the lyrics.
Yeah, just deadpan read the lyrics.
Yeah, deadpan.
Goldfinger. He.
Goldfinger ASMR and whispering in the mic and shit. Anywho, so
those are pretty much the only two things I had for that. Just the Aston Martin, the song,
news.
Just a couple firsts, as we progress.
Yeah, in the complete James Bond arc.
Right. I think the name in this movie, as we said with the Honey Rider and all that, it being Pussy Galore is definitely where Austin Powers gets like that Ivana hump a lot and, a lot of vagina.
I think that's the only name that I've ever heard that I've recognized. Like, I've heard Pussy Galore before.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never even seen this movie. You know
right.
what I mean? So I think... Is she a recurring character? Does she come back at all? Or is this the only time?
No. It's just this time.
Just this time, huh?
Yeah.
I want to miss her.
It's just the iconic thing of, like, her name was what? And so, everybody uses it. That's what. What's funny is maybe we should do the Austin Powers ones, like, after we get done with the Sean Connery films.
Oh, yeah?
Just because, like, I feel like most of the jokes come from these Connery ones.
Yeah. It's a fucking joke the entire time.
Yeah.
And it's purely entertaining most of the time. In the very beginning, there's the scene where he's fighting some dude in this apartment or whatever. He throws him in the bathtub and then throws a fan into the bathtub with him, and he gets electrocuted. And just the way he was standing, I said to you, I was like, he's going to say something cool.
Yeah, here it comes.
I was like, here it comes. And he goes, shocker. I'm like,
and then he reiterates as he leaves, positively shocking.
This is one of the, I know that's like, it's so predictable.
Yeah.
So fucking predictable. You know exactly. I haven't even seen this movie. I know he's about to say some fucking corny ass shit.
Right. That was what'd we say? Just the classic Bond things, right? So, like, the Bond chicks, like, do they have any other purpose but other than to fuck Bond,
service Bond
and possibly die?
Yeah, or get raped.
As Pussy Galore got raped in this one.
She did.
Yeah, it was rough.
I mean,
it was a rough scene. He throws her down, and he's like forcing himself to the kiss, but then once he gets the kiss, then she's like, she accepts it, and she embraces it.
We're watching this, we're watching this from a bird's eye view, so on the outside looking in. Maybe this is what everyone was running around doing.
This was the 60s,
This was the 60s, you know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
This was before, this was pre-COVID, pre-9/11, pre-Me Too movement. So, but this was, it was post-Vietnam. Pre-Vietnam.
No, pre-Vietnam. Vietnam was what, 70s? 60s?
Yeah, 70s.
Late 60s, 70s? Let's cut that. We just sound really stupid right there.
I mean, we can look it up. I mean,
yeah, let's look it up. When was Vietnam?
It was man, alright. Here's my guess. Fuck, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow. November 1st, 55 to April 30th, 75.
Oh, shit.
20 years.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Korean War, 50 to 53.
Yeah, that was a lot shorter, man. So post-Korea.
Post-Korea, mid-Vietnam. So it's just,
yeah.
So, like, that first intro scene you were talking about where, he, like, breaks into that building, puts the C4 down, positively shocking, all that. There's some, like, goofy shit. We're still in 64, is what we have to remember watching these, right? And so, like, he gets out of the water, and for whatever reason, he has his little duck helmet, right? So it looks like there's a duck swimming up.
Right, yeah.
And then he comes up, and then it weirdly, he's taking off the helmet, and it weirdly, fast forwards, and he just, really, choppy, just throws it aside.
Right.
And it was goofy.
Yeah, they were trying new things with the CGI and, motion capture, I guess.
Right.
I don't know what that would be.
I think that, stop action, shooting, or, it hasn't gone away at all yet. Like, it's still very prominent in, like, the fight scenes and shit like that. And, like, you could see in some of the chase scenes where they're, like, going around the corners. Like, you could tell they just, like, fast-forwarded it, and they just, like, took it at probably, like, 20 miles an hour. Just,
Yeah,
like,
they did
whatever.
that with the helicopter fight last movie.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then when he shoots a grappling hook up over the side of the wall, he, like, shoots it, and then, like, a rope follows, like, a whole full 2 seconds later.
Obviously gets just thrown up by some guy out of shot.
So, very funny.
I think we should forgive, though. Like,
oh, I forgive,
like,
but definitely just pointing out some of the funny stuff.
Yeah.
Because when you can't, like, not notice it when you
can't. It's what makes the movie entertaining.
Yeah. Especially when you got a movie from the 60s, you're just kind of like, okay, that was good. Like, that was funny, you know. So, just a couple of those things. I feel like, though, this opening scene is, like, the first time he's doing, like, some real, like, spy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because, like, all the time, all he's done in these movies so far is, like, is fuck women.
He's
drink
partied.
martinis.
Yes, he's not done shit. And he's obviously
and he
incompetent.
shoots people without aiming.
He's obviously incompetent because everyone at HQ is like, oh, fuck, James Bond again. Like, he's gonna fuck this equipment up. Every time. He just sees him fucking...
Yeah, Q tells him to bring the car back in one piece. What's he do? Crash it right into a wall.
Yeah.
Was there even another car coming the other direction?
No.
It was a mirror.
Like, I feel like if you're a spy, you should have pretty good vision. Pretty good judgment of what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I understand they tricked him, whatever. We're going to get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, this is the first time he has done any spy shit at all.
Yeah.
Like,
and, like, the only time this movie really...
It's
the only time he does it in this movie.
Because I'm thinking about, like, what did he do the entire movie? He just hung out on a farm in Kentucky.
And raped pussy galore.
Pussy galore. Like, ugh. Alright, so...
The thing explodes, he's in the club, everybody leaves.
Yeah.
Tells the guy he's got unfinished business. Goes back to the room. We're like, as you said while we were watching it, what are we, 2 minutes in, and he's already walking in on a girl who's taking a bath?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes in there, starts making out with her, and then we see a guy with a shotgun.
Who he sees... No, actually, he was going to hit him with something.
It was dude, it looks like
he might have had
a sawed-off shotgun.
He just didn't have any shells. He was just like, I'm just going to whack him with this shotgun.
Any opportunity people have to shoot James Bond point blank and end this whole thing,
nope.
They
can't do it.
Can't do it. They fucking shoot pussy galore, and then stop shooting when James Bond frolics out from behind his car to make sure she's okay.
Oh, no, that was Tillman. Or,
oh, yeah, the other...
God damn, what's her name? Tilly Masterson.
That's right.
The daughter or sister of Jill Masterson, who was painted gold.
Yes.
We're getting ahead of ourselves again. That whole fight scene, I don't know. Have you ever... You know, I've never seen the reflection of something, you know, behind me through the eyes of the person I'm kissing. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty,
This is very Bond-like. He's got that great vision, like you were saying.
I told you, man. He's got some superpowers.
He's got that great vision.
He really does. Yeah, I don't think that's... I don't know, man. I don't think it's much of a sin because this guy is holding a sawed-off shotgun. He's obviously just banging around this apartment like he's an unorganized assassin. Right. So I would think that Bond, at least women, may have Bond sense to be like, oh, well,
Bond sense.
There's
okay.
a person behind me. Like
my Bond senses are tingling.
Right. I mean, like he's James fucking Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to have some type of, you know, superhuman, at least charm.
Yeah.
You know, he's pulling models every time, anywhere he goes. Every model.
Yeah.
You know, what's your name? Oh, my name's Vagina. Oh, Vagina.
My name
is Penis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Running around, raping people. He's a goddamn menace.
Yeah. So that scene ends. Shocking, positively shocking.
Yeah.
As we said, the first song that is made because of the movie title. The score of the whole movie is the Goldfinger song mixed in with, you know, just the classic James Bond theme song.
It didn't wow me. Honestly, we talked about this. Well, I had thought about this. You had mentioned it, but
Mhm.
it didn't wow me, man. Like the scene. Again, I'm getting ahead of ourselves, but there's a scene near the end of the movie that there was supposed to be some like Imperial March shit going on, like boom, 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 but it was like xylophones and shit. Yeah, it just wasn't the right tone.
Yeah.
Like, I could kind of hear like military trumpets a little bit, but it wasn't like they weren't a military force. So
Yeah. Yeah. Feel it. I got you.
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's I like the actual Goldfinger song.
Yeah. Good song.
Yeah, makes me think I'm made of gold.
Yeah. Feel special about yourself.
Yeah, it makes me feel good, man.
Makes you feel good. That's all we're trying to do over here at Content Crisis.
We just want to make it feel
Make
good.
people good. Feel good, you know?
Tyler dropped his pen. We both grabbed it at the
Thanks,
same time.
yeah,
and
we had
made eye contact.
We had a moment. We just started recording again. We had to. Anyway.
All right.
We see Felix Leiter. I believe change actors. I wanted to confirm this. I forgot to confirm this.
Whoa, wait.
What?
Felix?
Felix Leiter.
Is he from the second movie or something?
He was in the first movie.
He was in the first movie.
And now in this one.
And now he's in a new actor.
Felix Leiter.
You're talking about the old man? Not old man, but like the
His American
the CIA guy.
Yeah. Yeah, those are two very different people.
I was about to say.
Portrayed by Michael Pate in Dr. No. And by... If we go to cast... Sean Connery, Goldfinger, Shelley Eaton, Sek Linder.
Sek Linder?
Or, unless, it's C-E-C, so it might be
C-E.
Czech, might be Ses.
What is that?
Might be Sek, it's
Keck?
an odd name. Keck!
Keck.
Yeah, you fucking cuck.
Hey, what's up, Keck?
You fucking cuck
Suck my
Lindo over here. Cuck Lindo over here.
Keck Linder.
Yeah, so he changes actors for the first time. Felix is in Daniel Craig movies
Oh, okay.
as a recurring character.
Well, cool.
Gets killed in No Time to Die.
Are you serious
Oh,
right
oh, Jesus. What am I doing?
You spoiled it?
What am I doing? Jesus Christ. I spoiled a movie that's, 26 movies away. Or we're on number 3, 25 movies away.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Anyway. So, yeah, Felix Leiter changes actors. And we're still in sequence for these first 3. We haven't entered the era of just individual Bond stories that have nothing to do with the others.
I see.
Because, he
yeah,
still
of
mentions...
course. Yeah.
And it's very brief in the beginning of this. It's not to the point where you need to have seen the other movies. Felix just mentions in the beginning... I let the enemy get close to you, Bond. Losing your touch. Talking about From Russia with Love. How that girl got close to him.
Oh, okay.
Of course, she was a spy that didn't know she was a spy. That was the whole thing. We covered it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
We won't revisit it, but we covered it.
Okay. I'm glad.
Listen to From Russia with Love.
Yeah, it's on
in the future.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And then the misogyny in this movie.
Oh,
it's very 64.
It's otherworldly.
We mentioned how he rapes Pussy Galore, practically, and Dink he very much mistreats. Dink, of course, name her Dink, just that she's just fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Dink,
yeah, that's not even a name.
Right. Felix walks up, says, "I knew I'd find you in good hands." She's rubbing his back and shit.
A little lower.
A little lower, Dink. And he says, "Felix, say hello to Dink." "Hi, Dink." Oh, hi, Dink. Sorry, I got my voices wrong. And then,
hi, Dink.
Dink. And then immediately says, "Dink, say goodbye to Felix." Man talk. Smacks her on the ass.
Yeah.
Tells her to walk away.
Yeah, it was but that's powerful, man. That's power. You know what I mean? He's just got
that 64 power.
He's got. I told you, man. He's got superpowers. He's got superhero charm.
Right.
So that girl was just gonna sit down and wait for him.
Yeah.
Happy as a clam.
She's still there waiting for him.
Happy as
somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he gets in Pussy Galore, So
I will be out of it soon. She'll probably be killed. And Dink, I'll come home to you. Wait. What happens to these women?
Dink, I think she's just still in that hotel room somewhere waiting for him.
Do they get, like, killed or something? Because, like...
Well, the first girl he bangs in this movie, because it's not Dink, he doesn't bang her in sequence of the movie. She just massages him and he smacks her on the ass and tells her to go away. Man talk. I'm going to start telling my wife that. Man talk.
Yeah, this is man talk, baby.
Smack her on the ass, tell her to go away.
She's going to love it, dude.
Man talk, baby. Man talk.
I like it.
But Jill Masterson, who was helping Goldfinger with his card games, looking through the binoculars, telling him what cards he had. By the way, Goldfinger not being discreet about his earpiece he had in at all. Like, I mean, they didn't have fucking iPods in 64, so, like, this dude was just like, oh, what's that? Yeah, radio, I'm cheating. Oh, okay, cool. Like, what? I mean, what's this dude thinking?
I mean, that's what it was, though, right? Just a radio? I mean, it looked like a radio,
yeah,
right?
she's just sitting up there on the balcony with the binoculars and telling him what the dude has
it might be a little
in
weird
his hand.
to see a guy with earbuds.
In 64?
1964,
Yeah.
Probably wasn't
great.
a thing, huh?
Yeah. Like, so I'm just wondering how the guy who was playing... I mean, the guy is down. He told him, I'm down $10,000. I'm ready for anything. They're like, so you didn't think, while he took $10,000 from you, that maybe, just maybe, that earpiece has something to do with how his luck is never bad.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So
just a thought.
No one... Listen, this movie's not about critical thinking.
No.
Or anyone really knowing what the world is about. I don't think James Bond has ever been to a goddamn grocery store. He lives in hotels, and he eats
room service.
He eats continental breakfast.
He drinks Dom Perignon 53, not above 38 degrees.
He gets served meals.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah.
James Bond is such a piece of shit.
He's terrible.
He's
a terrible guy.
I don't know, man.
He's a bad spy. He's a drunk pussy hound who just
bad at his
is
job.
Terrible at his job. It's a good time.
It's not
very easily distracted drunk pussy hound is what this guy is.
Discipline Bond.
Discipline Bond. Yeah.
Discipline James.
Discipline 007. But the girl he's with, Jill Masterson, she's put to death by skin suffocation, which I looked up is not a thing.
Skin suffocation is not a thing?
Because she was painted all gold. And James was quite the expert with cabaret dancers. He said, it's fine as long as... It's common in cabaret dancers. It's fine as long as you leave a small section at the bottom of the spine for the skin to breathe.
It's like you didn't have anything to do with this murder, right? Okay. You said it was skin suffocation, you think?
And you know exactly every detail about it?
Okay.
Interesting.
Very, very, very interesting. He seemed to know way too much about skin suffocation.
Like he may have done it to a few broads who got a little mouthy. I'm
very
sure.
Odd way to murder a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm a little upset they only did that once.
You just wanted people like popping up painted gold everywhere.
No, like I thought when again getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I thought when James Bond was attached to the fucking laser machine and was about to get his nuts chopped off with a laser, I thought initially that when he was strapped to the table, they were going to be like, I want to turn you to gold. Like, I thought that's where the Austin Powers thing came from. Like, dude, he's going to turn something to gold. Like, here we go.
Yeah.
But no, it was a laser.
So you thought Goldfinger was going to be more like having the Midas touch, right?
Right, that's what I thought, just wanting to turn anything to gold, right?
Right.
I
feel it.
I thought he was going to be crazier.
Yeah.
But he just seemed to be like a...
just a cheating golf player.
Yeah,
wanted to make the U.S. Gold supply nuclear.
He was a weird guy.
Yeah.
I need a villain I can get behind. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? There's a Bond movie. It's a Roger Moore one. Called The Man with the Golden Gun. Goldfinger. What color is his gun? He had a gold gun.
Yeah.
So I feel like at that point, the people writing Bond were like just recycling material at that point.
It's funny, the Golden Gun, man. I remember that from, I think it was in the James Bond game. You could, like, find a golden, just like that one, like a golden pistol.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it did more damage. It's definitely cooler. It's gold.
Right.
But I know we get to see Oddjob.
Oddjob,
first time,
classic character.
We get to see Oddjob.
One of the classic.
Because he comes in when when she gets turned to gold. Oddjob comes in and chops James Bond in the neck, instantly putting him to sleep. Badass, dude.
Very good, very good. You got to imagine Jill Masterson was knocked out before getting painted gold, right?
I'd like to think that...
I don't think that's a thing you can assault someone with, right? Just walk in with a paintbrush and some gold paint and, like, get ready to have your skin suffocate.
Yeah.
You just start slapping paint on. No! No! No!
I'd like to think James Bond was going to the fridge to get a glass of milk because he was insatiably thirsty. And she just, like, after he chopped James Bond in the neck, he slipped in bed with whatever her name was, Jill Masterson.
Yeah.
And Oddjob is like, oh. And she's like, James. And the lights are off and everything. But, like, Oddjob's never done this before, so he just gets he's more confused than anything. And she's like, James, are you okay? And he goes, oh. She's like, I love you, James. And she falls asleep, and now he feels bad because he has a connection with this girl.
Right.
So
someone else has to come in and paint her gold.
So Oddjob has a single tear as he's just
brushing away.
Small
brushstrokes.
brushstrokes.
Yeah.
Gentle brushstrokes.
Gentle.
Like a mortician.
Very gentle.
So yeah, she gets iced pretty quick. I'm sure Oddjob they're just screaming. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the fucking goal. I like how he's a mute, by the way. I don't like.
He said he was a mute,
but he
has his excuse. But he talks plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he talk?
I mean, more like
he just grunts.
Yeah, he's a grunter. He's a grunter.
But that's what is mute? You can't talk. That's mute, right?
Yeah, like no sound would come from your yeah.
He's more just kind of deaf.
He's more just stupid. He doesn't speak English. He takes commands and can't form words, I guess, is his deal.
He's just the perfect...
He can do everything else, though.
He's the perfect hitman.
Yeah.
Because, well, what did he look like?
Where were you that night?
Yeah, right. So, yeah, our job was badass, man. Chopping people's necks.
Tossing that metal hat. The hat was metal. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's metal because of, like, obviously being, like, a weapon. But it's obviously just a hat in the movie.
Yeah.
When you're watching it. Like, there's no, like, you know, they don't even try. They're just like, here's a hat, we'll call it metal. Like, yeah, that has
sound it makes when it,
yeah. It's like, really, it's just a fucking hat that, it's a fucking, you can go to the goddamn thrift store and find the exact hat they used. And they just were like, oh, we'll call it metal, fuck it. It'll fucking gross $100 million, so who gives a shit.
Again, Bond's a terrible spy. Like, and this movie, in the beginning, I mean, all they got to do is kill Bond immediately instead of just, you know, knocking him unconscious and painting his girl gold. Kill him right there. Like the downfall of every villain.
Right.
I'm too egotistical.
They can't pull the trigger.
You gotta know, like, the perfect revenge for fucking up the card game would have been to just kill him.
Right.
You had the jump on him.
Boom.
Kill him right there, but no. You gotta know that I got revenge on you.
Right.
I want you alive to know.
I need my scientists to watch me kill you.
Right.
What, for street cred?
Yeah.
In a laboratory? You fucking weirdo?
Yeah.
This is probably the strangest boss I've ever had in my life. He's paying me $15 an hour in 1964 to just pull this fucking lever.
To have me watch.
Right, to have me watch
his nemesis die.
Kill his nemesis, dude. Yeah, all he wants me to do... Whenever,
is that the plural of nemesis? Nemesis?
I like that. I don't know if it is.
I'm using it.
I'm using it. Yeah, I just pull this lever, and then when he laughs, I clap. It's
we all
clap while his nemesis fries in a laser machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you gotta imagine working for Goldfinger probably sucks.
Yeah.
But Oddjob, I mean, he does a good job with it, huh?
Oddjob.
Because he's like, there's my manservant.
Yeah.
So we called his manservant. He's doing a great job. His caddy, his chauffeur, his manservant, his hitman.
Yeah.
Oddjob, he's a well-rounded individual. If he could talk, he would probably be the main character of James Bond.
Do you think he does anything else for Goldfinger?
Sexual favors?
I think so.
I'm sure.
Because he's asked 2 girls. And Bond asks both Pussy Galore and Jill Masterson if because they're like, he pays me. They're like just
Right.
to be seen.
Right. Yeah.
He goes, yes, and he goes, I'm glad. He's like,
He never asked Oddjob how much he gets paid.
right.
He knows Oddjob.
Just to be seen, just to kill people for you.
I
I think that's the underlying. That's like a plot Easter egg. It was like, well, did you catch that Oddjob was actually, when he said manservant, he meant it in every sense of the word.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a little man-made.
Yeah. Oddjob just comes over,
walking around,
gives him the jerk.
Like one of those like little maid robes. Like, you see, dusting the fucking curtains or dusting the blinds.
Yeah.
And Goldfinger walks in and he goes, Oddjob. Oddjob turns around and goes, oh! He said, get that fine ass over here, Oddjob. Get the fuck over here real quick. Oddjob on his knees. Oh!
But Bond definitely shouldn't have played golf with Goldfinger. Like, Goldfinger already knows who he is. And the fact that Goldfinger even agreed to that game is hilarious to me.
It's the strangest. See, this is what I mean. He's not really doing spy.
The international spy.
Let's go play some fucking
famous.
golf.
Yeah.
You know who I am. I'm obviously going to get attached to your fucking laser machine here in like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go play a fucking 45-minute game of golf. Dude, how long was that scene? That golf scene was at least 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think go through the caddy that they give James Bond has got to be the most cliche caddy I've ever seen in my life. He's like, that guy in front of us is a real buster. We got to get him out of the pack. Like, I don't know. He just
he lost his ball. He goes, if that's his ball, because Oddjob drops a ball in the rough because they can't find Goldfinger's original ball.
Right.
And he's like, he drops the ball out of the bottom of his pants. Which I guess, you got to be planning ahead. Oddjob just got a hole in his pocket.
He's very versatile.
For golf balls. He's planning ahead.
He's the smartest character in the show. Or in the movie.
So he drops the golf ball down his leg. And again, just, doesn't say, hey, I found your ball.
Yeah, he makes a grunt.
And the caddy says to James, he goes, if that's his original ball, I'm Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, exactly. Like the most catty thing to say.
He's like from Brooklyn, but in London.
Right. And he's like 4 foot.
Or wherever the fuck they are. I don't
Kentucky.
Oh, no, they're not in Kentucky. They're in...
Oh, because I hadn't gone to Kentucky at that point. You're right.
Yeah, I think they're still in...
London.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll say London. Fuck it. But, that little caddy, man, I swear, he was like... That was the funniest shit to me. Just how cliche he was, because you don't see caddies like that anymore. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Obviously still bad special effects, like we've been saying. Tilly Masterson tried to shoot Goldfinger. Bond thought she was trying to shoot him.
That's right. He puts it after the game. I should say this. We should
follow the Geneva. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So they get done with the game and they're betting all this gold and whatnot. And James Bond puts a tracker in the car and he's tracking him through pretty much the fucking Alps. It's the Alps, right? Yeah. He's pretty much like
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. It's mountains. Fucking mountains. And he's trailing through mountains and Goldmember just stops off on the side of the road at like a fucking fruit market or something.
Yeah.
In the middle of the Swiss Alps. Like, this is not just... it's not a farmer's market. This is like a random side, like a
Just
or
a
like
guy, farmer
just,
with a cart,
dude,
the side
like,
of a mountain.
Why? There's no way he makes that much money in a day. There's like maybe one car every 6 hours, and he's sitting there with his fucking cart full of fucking fruit. I'm not buying it, but
That's good. That's good.
so of course fucking Goldmember. They just showed him sleeping, by the way, too.
Yeah.
This is right after they show him sleeping.
Classic. In a classic manner.
Classic Goldfinger.
Got the hat pulled down over the eyes and all that.
Snoring, drool, fuck.
Just adjust, when the guy in the movie wakes up and adjusts the hat down further while he's sleeping. Good stuff.
And then, so now he's eating. It's like, God, this guy's a fucking... Just kill him already. Then the chick goes to shoot him. It's a whole thing, man. Come to find out, she's trying to kill Goldfinger.
Who you called Goldmember a few moments ago, which was funny.
You said what?
You said Goldmember a couple.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I realized that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it's.
So there's a whole thing. He pops Tilly Masterson's tires with his cool gadgets on the Aston Martin.
Yes,
by the way,
Inspector Gadget machine.
Go pop their tires.
Go pop the tires.
Yeah.
Which I think I've seen those on semis recently, like in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they've like...
World War III's a coming.
Well, I'm saying, like, they have those giant spikes
sure.
outside of the semi. I feel like that is just adding, like, insult to injury. Because if I'm, like, side-swiping a truck, it's obviously I'm going to lose. Then you put spikes on the side of it, I'm obviously going to die.
I'm going to lose.
Yeah, exactly. You have a fucking tank, dude. But anyway, so they're fighting in the woods, right? Where are we at?
Oh, sorry. Bad special effects on the wreck, where like the car just like all of a sudden comes to a stop, and it's just this abrupt her just just a quick cut, and the car just stops, and she just leans forward a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was really really bad, but I think that she probably just didn't want to be in a. You gotta think these people are like probably very, very fucking. They're just models, you know what I mean? So
sure.
Like all they are is just a pretty face. So like she's not doing any stunts. She's not slamming on the brakes. They're like, just roll to a stop and we'll speed it up. Jesus Christ, let's get the shot.
And lean forward a little.
Right. So she's like,
and they speed it up.
Right. Boom. There's the shot.
Yeah.
Exactly. You keep her happy. People aren't gonna give a shit because they don't give a shit, so we don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's 64. They don't know any better.
Fuck, dude. I'm sure in 1964 they were able to figure out a way to make it not look so goddamn abrupt.
They loved this movie in 1964. I think this was the highest. Yeah, this was made the most money out of any of them so far.
It's made more money than like.
Budget of $3 million. They $122 million in profit.
I don't try for real. I do not believe that.
Printing fucking money in '64 with
crazy.
this movie. It's so insane.
They funded the Vietnam War with these James Bond movies, man. That's probably what it was over. When did James Bond start to suck? Vietnam?
Probably. Now, granted, this is in the United Kingdom / United States, but London premiere. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to the plot, man. So we're
I love the way people shoot.
You talking about in movies?
And we've talked about it in the past too, but just like the hip, like most of them are firing from the hip, and then they're getting chased through the woods,
right?
By Goldfinger's guys, and dude just like has it like beside his head, and he's just like bow, 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 like don't try to look down the gun or anything. No,
right.
just hold it to the side and bow, bow,
and
bow.
He's also pointing the gun not towards the car. Like it's not even that he's just blind firing. He's pointing away.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the stormtroopers from Star Wars. They just they're trained and trusted with these weapons.
Just fire from the hip.
Yeah. Just don't fucking aim. Who gives a shit?
Don't aim. You can't hit them.
So and then they're shooting at this scene's fucking abysmal. They're shooting at James Bond. With a whole fucking shootout, and he says, "What does he say to her? When I say run to this fucking pretty much tree," he says some British word.
Yeah.
The bullocks, but the bullocks, I think is what he says. Run to the bullocks.
I wonder if it's in the plot here.
It probably isn't, dude. Maybe it might be, but yeah, he fucking tells her to run to something, and while there's still gunfire, she runs, she gets like the firing squad sent on her because she's just frolicking through the trees.
Right. Well, the funny thing was, but it's they're firing at Bond because he covers her or whatever. Basically, like as soon as she starts running, he's like, right.
Oh no, and then
Odd
Job gets her with the hat.
That's the right. first fatality by hat of the movie.
Right. So he ices her with his hat. It's a ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
It's a ceasefire
because we gotta watch Bond
run out
and see if she's dead.
Which Sean Connery has been drinking and smoking and partying for so fucking long, and his run looked like the run of a dude that's winded after it was like maybe 40 meters, and he looks winded.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you okay? I'm insatiably tired.
I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry.
So hungry." Not to mention, he's using his cool gadgets to evade Goldfinger's henchman.
Yeah.
Oil slick, got the smoke
bomb.
bomb.
I forgot about this.
The one dude veers off the cliff, and like before they even impact anything,
it's a giant explosion.
They're just off. Yeah, they drive off the road, and then all of a sudden he just.
It's awesome.
And just fire falls them all the way down the cliff. That's why
I thought the budget was more, because there was like 4 big explosions in this movie, and most of them were not like fitting.
Explosions cost less back then.
Right. And well, fuck, dude. Like there were only 2 times that you actually used bombs.
Fires were cheaper.
Every
in the
other
60s.
time was just a car crashing and exploding instantly. One was a plane. When the plane fucking crashed in the water, it exploded.
Yeah, nosedive into the water. Don't you know how planes spontaneously combust when they land in the ocean?
Crazy, yeah. I guess jet fuel does melt steel beams, huh? Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Alright, so,
oh, yeah.
Where we... Oh, fuck, man. We gotta talk about the parachute thing. Not the parachute.
Oh, that's the end. We'll get there.
Ejector?
Oh, yeah, we're getting... Oh, sorry, yeah. We're almost there.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright.
First of all, if you're taking him hostage, don't let him drive. Gives him the perfect opportunity to use the ejecto seat.
Exactly, yeah.
Which, it's a nice thing to have, but, like, how many times are you going to have the enemy in your car, and you're going to be like, it's like I was saying in the last movie, like, oh, how fucking convenient that every gadget he's given gets used.
Exactly.
Like, I understand the plot, the purpose of the plot.
Right.
You gotta be like, oh, he's got this, so that in case of this.
They're not being...
But, like, of course he would encounter every situation that Q lays out.
Right.
They're
not even being subtle about it. It's like...
Also, I think this is the first Q appearance.
Really?
Q's a recurring character.
Well, I know that, yeah. I thought he was in the last one, though.
Was he in the last one? I'm
so,
not remembering.
No, I don't think he had, like... No, but he definitely called Q, right? In the second movie? I think so. I don't fucking know, dude.
I got IT on it.
You got IT on it? Alright, cool.
Which is me, so...
But I'll talk about him using the ejecto seat.
Yeah.
So, the scene was fucking ridiculous. He veers off, hits the button, and then I'm thinking this ejector seat is going to send somebody flying up with a parachute, and they literally just throw a person out of the car with a parachute attached to their back.
And just the scream couldn't have been better.
Yeah, but he doesn't. It's obviously a ragdoll that just is thrown from the car with a parachute on the back of it. It's like, it's not what an ejector seat's supposed to do, man.
Right.
Like, they had the money. Where the fuck is this money going? They make one James Bond movie, and they're like, "Fuck! Look at this! Look how much money we made."
They're all drunks, just like Bond. That's why Bond's such a drunk. Because you know what I'd do if I was a spy.
Right, exactly.
Just get drunk and fuck bitches all the time.
Like, Sean, we need you to get into this role, and he's like, "Okay, it's like
been training for this role all my life."
Yeah, it's like Heath Ledger and the Joker. You know what I mean? It's just like.
It's
like, are you in character right now, Sean? I'm always in character. I'm always James. Refer to me as James. You find it?
So he was in For Measurable Love.
Yeah.
It's just not like coming to mind. Anyway.
Dude.
It was very short. He had the whole Beretta thing.
Yes.
Don't use the Beretta.
Yes.
Use yeah.
And then he calls him on the phone too. I'm pretty sure he calls him on the phone.
Right. You make love to me in London every night, night and day.
Night and day.
All right, yeah, like I said, taking him hostage, don't let him drive.
Nice.
That goofy thing you talking about the
the
goofy way they ejected him.
Ridiculous.
Good quote here. My name is Pussy Galore. I must be dreaming.
I must be.
I've never used a key that big as when he was in jail in Goldfinger's base in America.
Oh, man.
Those giant, like, real old-fashioned giant keys.
I'd like to use one someday.
I'd
like to get
cross
one
it off
for
the
my,
bucket list.
I'd like to get one for my front door, just to make it just spooky when you enter. You know, that's a very spooky way to enter your house. I've got, like, a chain. Or not a chain. I've got, like, a ring of keys.
The key ring that's as big as a fucking donut.
Yeah, dude, it's probably like 30 keys because they're all like big skeleton keys. So I'm gonna look like I'm gonna have a torch. Like I'm gonna look like I'm walking through a graveyard. You know?
Oh, that'd be great if you're bringing a gal home.
Oh man!
And you pull out the big old skeleton key.
Like, what's that? I'm like, don't worry about it.
You really hear all the mechanisms in the door. You really hear the gears in the door.
I got a little hunch to me. Come in, yes.
You've been suave all night, but then all of a sudden you get to your front door and you're the fucking hunchback with the giant key.
Yes, I live in a haunted house.
Oh, fuck. Classic villain downfall once again in this movie.
Just kill him.
Oh, wait, sorry. The funny thing in the plane when he wants to get changed. And the girl, like, keeps looking through the peepholes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And he, like, hangs the suit in the way. Then he opens the briefcase. And then he squirts shaving cream on the mirror.
It was funny because, like, there was the one peephole, and then she goes to another peephole. And I just thought it would have been really funny if for, like, the next 10 minutes she was going from, like, peephole to peephole.
Like 9 peepholes
there. Yeah,
there.
he's, like, covering all of them up.
Yeah.
Just so he can take a shit. Like,
I can't shit when someone's watching.
I can't shit when I'm being watched. So come in, or stay out there.
Unless, of course.
Actually, I like to be watched.
I like to be watched. All right, you've got me.
Yes, I love to be watched. Actually, I'm insatiably fantasizing about you watching me go to the bathroom.
And of course, okay, I thought it was, you didn't laugh as much as I did when he fools the prison guard into thinking he like somehow escaped by like walking up to the door 3 times, and on the 3rd time gives him a little wink, makes a goofy smile, and just drops.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was like the stupidest fucking thing. Like, how is that guard that fucking stupid?
Yeah, that guard was pretty dumb.
That he thought Bond disappears. I don't know, because he walks in and he gets out, and, you know, Bond... Well, Bond's a charmer, like you said. Connery's really used to playing Bond by Goldfinger.
Yeah, he's settled into this role, so he knows what works and what doesn't.
He was kind of, you know... Obviously, he was born for the role. To just be, like, a bad spy who's drunk and a pussy hound all the time.
Yeah.
And so, but he, you know, you had those moments in the first 2 where you're like... There wasn't a moment in this movie where I was like, Bond wouldn't do that or anything. You know what I mean? Like, he was he knew who he was in this movie. Kind
of just a really shitty spy.
Yeah.
Really shitty spy.
Yeah. So again, classic villain downfall, per usual.
Right, just kill him.
Again, yeah, just kill him. You got him in a jail cell. You know, Goldfinger's got to lay out the plan, and like, it's just so funny because it speaks to every villain's got the big ego.
Right.
In all these movies, he's gonna kill this whole room of gangsters from around America. There's a real who's who of the American underworld of gangsters.
These guys, they all.
Hey, what's that map doing there?
Yeah. He said,
I don't like maps.
Yeah, and he said, what is that, huh? What is that? I know what the fucking one guy's saying, man. Oh, when they're like...
I don't like being cooped up
Yeah, he said, I don't like being cooped up like that. That's what he said, yeah.
Hey, the floor is moving. A couple guys just stay standing on it.
Whoa!
Hey!
They're all from Brooklyn. Like, all of them are from...
Well, the one dude's like... Yeah, they all sound like they're from Brooklyn.
From Chicago.
Even though one's Chicago, one's the West Coast, one's the East
they
Coast.
They
all sound like the
person.
same fucking... Just couple dudes from Goodfellas. Just good stuff. Like I said, real who's who of the American underworld.
So, yeah, he fucking brings them in the room just to show them his awesome plan.
Yeah, and then...
But to be fair, because
sure.
we'd said that, like, did he really set this up just to show these guys? And then he's like, I've been working on this for 15 years. So I'm sure, like, 6 months of that, he was like, I'm going to make a really cool, like...
He's like, and it won't do just to tell these guys my plan.
No.
I really gotta do it up. I need a scale model.
I'm thinking I have to talk to somebody about the foundation on this place, because I'm going to need to do stuff in the basement to get, I need some permits.
I need a full scale model so that I can show everyone how awesome I am.
Right.
It's gotta be the size of, I don't know, like peasant's living room.
Peasant's living room.
You know?
You got to think. Back then, he didn't have the internet. He definitely didn't have the internet. So he would have had to pull out the phone book and find a person to manufacture. There's no Craigslist. Maybe a newspaper ad.
Maybe.
Do you like maps? We do too. Do you have the skills that it takes to build a fucking
full-scale model.
The
Fort
size
Knox and the 10 miles surrounding
50
it.
by 40 feet. We'll pay you $400 and a piece of gold. Call me.
Like, oh, what's this for anyway? Oh, nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
he strokes his chin.
Yeah. He just kills him anyway.
But yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was funny. He lectures the whole room about his grand master plan. Now, granted, like you said, he's been working on it forever, and so
he's proud of it. He wants to share it.
He's got to share it, just with someone, because he can't share it with somebody, that's gonna walk out in the world and tell somebody.
It's like telling your Uber driver a secret. He's like, we're perfect strangers. I'm never gonna see you guys again.
Right.
So
yeah. So he goes and kills the guy anyway. But it's the classic villain downfall because Bond's in the basement and he sees it. And it's like, if you'd have just killed Bond, but no, your ego, you gotta tell these guys. And Bond goes, and then as soon as Bond knows, kill him then. Right. No. Pussy, entertain him. I mean, there's no way he'll sleep with you with a name like Pussy, right? Then he goes in the barn and he rapes her. And, and then
we
Pussy...
talk about that a little bit, man.
Pussy gets raped onto Bond's side. He rapes her so good that he's on James Bond's side. This movie, it's so bad. Like, I couldn't believe... If you made this movie today...
It would be a snuff film. It was just
my God,
hard to watch.
Sean Connery would be canceled.
Because she's doing judo on him.
Yeah.
Or something.
And he's doing it right back.
And he's not a good spy.
No.
He's not a good spy. He doesn't know judo. He doesn't know karate. He doesn't know anything else besides...
He simply wins this fight because he's a man and he's stronger than her.
Right. And I win fights.
I win fights.
Anytime
especially when they end in rape.
Any fight he gets in, by the way, he is always losing until there's like a weapon that he can pick up and like shock you or throw a fan at you or fucking use an electric, like whatever it is. It's just a wire.
Yeah.
He needs a weapon, and his weapon with pussy.
Severed the wire with his hat.
His weapon with pussy is his charm. Super power.
I mean, now granted, it was consensual by the time he kissed her.
We don't know that.
I mean, they portray it that way, where he forces the kiss, and then she's like, and then she's like, oh, yeah, and the hands start wrapping around him, and it's a whole thing.
But dude, she was loyal to Goldfinger Goldfinger for a minute.
Yeah.
And then, what, you have sex with one spy, and all of a sudden you're, like, working for the government now?
You're calling the government. She called. She
him.
made the call.
That's right, she made the call. She called him.
She called him. It was like, your agents are very persuasive.
Yes. Very persuasive.
Yeah, he tells her, we must have a few fast falls together sometime.
Yeah.
Creepy line.
Creepy, dude.
Creepy guy, this guy. Just watching everybody pass out from the gas was comical. And then you figure out.
And then you find out that it was all an act. And that's why it looked so shitty.
And then that was even funnier.
Yeah, because you can kind of tell, like, they're all falling very gracefully. There's no person literally passing out, hitting their head. No, they're just kind of fumbling down to the ground.
Then I got 2 quotes down on. As you said, he had a pressing engagement.
Yeah, pressing engagement.
And he blew a fuse.
So cheesy, man.
Yeah.
So cheesy.
The mandatory cheesy Bond lines, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like next level.
he caught his quota. Shocking. Purely shocking. Or no, I'm sorry, was it purely or was it?
Positively.
Positively shocking.
Yes, positively shocking.
But yeah, talking about whatever his fucking name, one of the gangster guys goes back to New York. Odd Job drives him, shoots him halfway there, takes him to a junkyard. Just wondering, I mean, do you have to empty all the gasoline and everything out of those cars before you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, we need an expert on that, because if anyone out there is an expert on car demolition,
because I really don't feel like typing all that into Google and figuring it out right now.
yeah,
Like
it's probably the top result and pretty easy to Google. But we need somebody to email us at contentcrishotline@yahoo.com.
Yeah, hey, you
let
listen
us
to it
know.
enough times. You listen to me say that enough.
Yeah, let us know if you like cars. Let us know if you like cars. contentcrisishotline@yahoo.com. It can be any kind of car. Cars with or without gas. Cars that have or have not been demolished. But again, contentcrisishotline@yahoo.com.
Okay, I think I missed something because I just read a text. Did you just tell people to send me just pictures of their cars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Send us pictures of your car. You can blur out the license plate.
Don't do that. I don't want pictures of your cars. Just if you want to talk about Bond, you can email in. Maybe we'll read it.
No, we want to see anything. It could be anything.
Okay.
We need some fan involvement, man.
No, we do. Absolutely.
We need some fan involvement. And, like, if we have people out there that are a fan of... I mean, you can send us... If you like James Bond, whatever. But we like...
No, you're right. We need fan involvement. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Just, here, I'll give you my phone number. Just text me. just text me. I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh, I forgot one of the quotes. I must have appealed to her maternal instincts.
Oh, yeah, again, really creepy.
All right, so tell me what you thought of this Bond movie. Let's really...
I already told you what I thought.
Really let the movie have it. Give me your stars and all that.
All right. Well, I don't know what I gave Dr. No and From Russia with Love.
Me either.
And
I don't
feel
know
like
what I
last
gave
time
it
I did
either.
I feel like I did the same thing last time where I changed my score for the previous movie. But I'm going to do it. I'll go ahead and pull the old triple entente right now. I'm going to do a third revision, the third edition of the third movie trilogy of the 3 movies we just watched.
I mean, you don't have to correct for the past. I mean, because here's the thing. Just your impression now. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all you need.
Well, all right. Then I'll just stick to Goldmember or Goldfinger.
We'll get to Goldmember.
We'll get there. We'll get to Goldmember. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, it was entertaining as fuck. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
There's some boring parts, though, and...
I think you can't have a movie from the 60s without some boring parts.
Yeah. But I feel like in the first 2 movies... I mean, I guess there were some boring chase scenes in those movies, too. But really settling into this James Bond trope and trying to figure it all out. I'm going to give Goldfinger, James Bond Goldfinger, an overall 6.4 out of 10.
All right. Now again,
For 64. Came out in 64, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6.4.
there you go. Yeah, like I said, I like you said, I don't remember what I gave it either. The other two.
Yeah.
Like you were saying. Just my impression alone. I think I like this the best out of the three we've watched. I mean, I would dare say it's the best storyline they've had of the three. Whether you agree or not, up for debate, I suppose. But I was gonna give it 6.
A solid 6?
Solid 6. It's a D. If I had to say how good is this movie, it's a D.
D-tier movie.
It's a D-tier movie. I don't want to watch it again.
Do you not want to watch it again?
I don't want to watch it again.
Okay. Yeah, I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have never watched these 3 movies if you hadn't kind of, convinced me to do it.
Yeah. But we're having fun.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said forced me to do it, and you didn't force me to do it. I did it on my own will and accord. Please send help at Yahoo. Please send help to Content Crisis hotline at yahoo.com. But,
yeah.
no, I'm enjoying them. But
it's just a fun experience because it's basically like just going through film history.
It's kind of like reading the Bible, man. You read the Bible once, and you're like, okay, that was cool. I'll give it a 6. We should do that, man. We should do
some positive messages, but overall,
a Bible. We'll do a Bible review. All right, so if you guys like cars or James Bond or
just stop.
if you guys have comments about anything that you heard today, I don't know. Not good. You do the outros, man. Come on, fuck.
I didn't know you were gonna do that.
You didn't think I was gonna do it? All right, let me reset, man. All right.
I got it. It's all good.
All right,
look,
here's Tyler with the news.
Look, tweet us at Content Crisis 1 on Twitter. Or follow or whatever, Content Crisis Hotline at yahoo.com. Subscribe and all that shit. Like us and rate us and all that. So, guys.
Real quick, what's the next movie called? Dragon Ball or
Thunderball.
Thunderball. All right, man. We'll see you guys at Thunderballs.
Yep. Here we go.